park. I think it is national park. But I think it's just kind of an interesting scene out here. Kind of rolling hills, what we have going now. And so we're just going to follow this along and see where it takes us. So this is going to be my first time out here. When I've passed it on the taking the freeway, I thought it would be the other direction, but it's out here towards Silver City. So we'll see. Just very interesting, the scenery out here. I'm glad I decided to come out here because this is really very nice, interesting scenery. Adobe Homes over there. There's a historic marker up ahead. Hillsboro was founded in the 1870s after gold and silver was discovered in the surrounding Black Range. The town developed into an important mining and ranching center and served as the Sierra County seat from 1884 to 1939. It was the site of several renowned trails and is said to have the last operating stage line in the United States. So that's interesting. It became a historic district in 1986. And then it's got another one that talks about Sadie Orchard, 1860 to 1943. Arriving in the silver mining boomtown of Kingston in 1886, Sadie Jane Creech Orchard is arguably the most colorful woman in the New Mexico history. Sadie opened brothels and worked as a prostitute, built and operated hotels, restaurants, and co-owned and drove for a regional stagecoach line. Oh my goodness. During World War I, she tended to the less fortunate, and in 1918, flu pandemic, nursed children and cared for the sick and dying. New Mexico writer Erna Ferguson wrote of her, for a bad woman, Sadie was one of the best. So let's back up here so we can get back on there, because it's got a long divot there. So they do have a museum here, Black Range Museum. Maybe come out here someday and come check it out. Okay. Interesting. This is a tiny little town area. They've got a trading post, little post office, little cafe. I'll have to come and check this out sometime. I'd like to go to those trading posts, etc. Interesting little town. Okay, continuing onwards. So they must get snow up here, because it says the road is not plowed nights or weekends. So